wanted to do and they never had the time to do so, here's the time. And then all these people that have these unemployment benefits that they never like, because I mean, really, there's people out there making say $800 a week who have never made $800 a week in their life. It's like, all right, let's take that money and like start investing into stuff that you want to do. That's like the key for right now, for me at least.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. Like what I just hit record, by the way. But what I think is the issue with that, like it's good, but not everyone has that mindset, the entrepreneurial mindset. I think there's a lot of theories going on right now. Not theories, but one of mine is like if you just give people money, they're gonna lose motivation.
It does. And the thing is, like, the way I think of things is like that is 100% true. And I always think of stuff like that first. And then what I think of is, okay, like, how do you not do that? You have to be smart with it. You have to understand that, like, okay, the coronavirus, this thing is once in a decade. Like, this isn't going to happen again. And hopefully it goes away. We'll see. And hopefully the government maybe comes to a standing where they're trying to open up a little more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think people should take advantage of these checks they're getting. Oh, I'm going to drop my shit.
Boom, boom.
But take advantage of these checks they're getting and start investing in stuff that could help them and just make them feel better about what they're doing. Because, like, you know, with us, we throw events. That's what we do. DJ events. I'm not trying to DJ on a live. I know a lot of DJs have been doing live streams and stuff, but that's just, I don't know. I'll do it, but it's not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's boring. I definitely really like curious on how like the nightlife scenes is right now, because me right now I'm not going out until I get that freaking shot in my ass, bro.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot of people, and then there's a lot of people who are like, I'm absolutely not getting the vaccine whatsoever. Like, there's people that are like, fuck that. I think it's gonna get to a point where, like, if we want to have a big event, people are gonna have to prove that they have a vaccine. I think that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Or a negative test result or something.
Yeah, it just is what it is. Like this is the first time we've gone through this shit in our lifetime. Like, bro, like you can't go into public school if you don't have measles shots, if you don't have all that. But that is interesting. Like are they doing like temperature screenings like at the door?
So like as of now, no clubs are open. So at least here where we are, I don't know.
So
I know
okay,
they opened up a little bit in Arizona and stuff for like VIPs and stuff.
So you're just doing like the restaurants then, like that,
so
like you're doing the restaurant side.
So at Mezza we kind of adapted. We said like, all right, so we can't do that. We have a full kitchen, a chef, everything. It used to be a steakhouse. We have the ability to make it a restaurant that's more, because the steakhouse when it was open, it was like, you know, like the average plate was like $40 to $50. Like we're a college market, like that.
Yeah, people
can't afford that shit.
Yeah.
So we had to adapt.
Wings, pizza,
yeah, you know the basic shit, the finger foods, and we adapted. So we kind of transformed it into VIP sections, so people can buy bottles, and you know there's food and stuff like that. So we kind of adapted that way. It's still not the same. Like we still can't DJ. We can't have DJs.
Oh, you can't. You guys can't DJ that?
No, because we still don't have an entertainment license. And then now, as of today, bars have to close at 11 o'clock.
Were they able to stay open longer? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we were able to stay up until 1 o'clock on Thursday, and then Friday's 2 o'clock.
Yeah, dude. When this shit hit, one of the first things I like went through my mind is like all my homies that rely on like events, throwing shows and stuff, and I was like, fuck, dude.
Bro, like, it's like really tough. Like, bro, we know a lot of people in the industry too, and like we've been talking to them and stuff, and like there's a lot of people who like that we. Oh wait, my TV's still on. Let me.
Yeah.
Mute that shit, and I totally forgot to.
What you watching? What's Arnie watching in his spare time?
I was actually watching the news because I was gonna see what was going on.
It sounded like it.
Yeah, the news, and then it just switched over. My bad if the audio was fucked up. But so we know like a lot of people in the industry, and like one of our partners on This Is College, he owns the company with us. He does spring break in Cancun, like that's his thing. And they're even trying to figure out ways to adapt, and they don't even think that it's gonna be like happening for a while. So
dude, it's tough. It's like a waiting game. Yeah, everyone's losing money. The only people that are making money right now is the toilet paper company.
Literally, bro. And it's and the Germex and Amazon. Amazon's like making absolutely bread. And it's just, but the thing that bothers me with the event industry, at least, is that like no one's saying anything to us. There's no like, they're
Yeah,
not even mentioning
dude,
us.
we're last. Like entertainers, like we are the last. Like
Last thing.
already in general, like it's the entertainment industry is already at like the bottom of the fucking barrel. Like we're the first ones to really like innovate and like create new shit, but like we're the last ones that will get any sort of like government funding or like government
100%.
recognition like that.
It's actually crazy because it's true. And it's like, because people, the government, I think, when they look at it, well, that's just fun and games. But they
Yeah.
also realize, too, how much revenue that takes in for their states. Like, especially Rhode Island. Rhode Island, the biggest revenue is Twin Rivers Casino. So if they have to shut down Twin Rivers, again, they're fucked. Quite frankly, fucked, bro. Yeah. That's like one of the biggest orders.
Dude, it really is so it'd be like the casino and then the colleges, bro.
Yeah, bro. The colleges, like Providence. Look at
Dude,
colleges.
Dude, the colleges have the biggest industry in Rhode Island, education.
Absolutely.
Is it, dude? There's Brown, there's PC, JWU, fucking RISD. Dude, those are like huge ass schools, man. But but yo, man, I like how we're getting this shit started, man. It's the Boom Boom Show, episode 21. Yo, man,
21.
Yeah, this is episode 21, and I think it's very fitting that you're on this shit. Legal.
A little intro.
Yes, sir. I gotta make sure the vibes are right before we get the song. You dig?
The Boom Boom Show.
Let go.
The Boom Show. Boom Boom Show.
Is that you?
That was me, bro.
Really?
That was a little garage band. But I didn't even introduce you really. Arnie, this is our first interaction. It's very 2020. My guy, he is the owner / co-owner of the This Is College. I'm gonna describe it from how I see it. It's like just fucking events and just like fucking viral, goofy, hilarious, dope shit that's just like it. Like I wouldn't even say it's necessarily for like college age kids, bro, because that's just universally fucking ridiculous.
Funny shit, yeah. And we're trying to branch out, we're trying to really, because obviously like we were saying, events. So we're really focusing on making it more of a media company.
Yeah.
Because we're an event company right now / sort of a media company, but we're really focusing on making it a full running media company. That's what like me, RJ, Antonio, Terry, Vinny, we've been focused on, and that's like what we're trying to accomplish right now. That's what we're pretty much taking the time to do right now, because everything's going to be online, and we have to adapt. We have to make it more of a global company. Like we have to expect more bases, and that's what we're doing right now. We're taking advantage of the time that we have for coronavirus, and we're going to focus it more onto the branding and then maybe some sub brands that we're working on. I know I talked to you about Twitch. Yeah. So we're doing some sub brands, and we got a lot.
Yeah, Bisk, him and I were supposed to play not so long ago, but bro, my internet just got back today.
I think his did too. His internet was fucked up for like 2 days.
Oh yeah, because the storm. Yeah. I didn't have internet for like 2-3 days, and I just got that shit back. But yo, let's take it to the beginning, man. Like where your DJ roots started.
Okay, so
yo, what's interesting? I didn't mean to cut you off as I asked you a fucking question. Yo, this is so you're my last guy who I had on, Ace on Earth. He's a DJ. You're a DJ. I'm interviewing my boy Brassel tomorrow. He's a DJ. So that's three DJs in a row. It's just happenstance, man.
Hey, man, DJs be lit. But so it all started for me. It goes back to my freshman year of college. So going into college, I never really thought much about partying, honestly. I went to college because I always was like, how society is and parents are, and gotta go to college. So I went, I chose JWU because it was pretty close to my house back home. I'm from like the Cape, so Massachusetts.
Oh, I went to Rick. So. I wrestled, bro. So we was
Really?
we was heated. Jay would whoop our ass every year, bro.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Daewoo got a
dude.
good wrestling team. They
Dude,
do.
they're great,
They got a good
great
wrestling
squad,
team. Yeah.
great
So
squad.
when I went to college, I never really thought about partying. I never even really gave it a thought. But I'm a very social person. I like to meet a lot of people and I like to talk to a lot of people. And in college, that's how it is. You go to parties. So I started partying and like I started like partying, bro. Like
That
every
first shot
party
of
there
Burnett's changed your life, man.
bro, every party there was to go to, I was there. I didn't even care if there was like 12 people there. I'd pull up. Me and my boys would go everywhere.
Yeah.
So that kind of started. We kind of started partying, getting to know a lot of like freshmen, our age, like our freshman year. And then going into my sophomore year, my boy Talvin, who I hung out with, like he was my best friend, still is my really good friend. I haven't seen him in a while, but he's like, yo, I'm going to this meeting to be an orientation leader for Jay Woo. I was like, an orientation leader, bro? I was like, you dead ass? I was like, all right, man. I was like, yeah. So yeah, he was gonna go to it, and then he was like, bro, just come with me, come with me. I'm like, about to go right now. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to that. Like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
So I went. I was like, fuck it. I went to the meeting, and it was like mad people in an auditorium, and we're sitting there, and the lady's going through her thing, and she asks a question, and it was a very simple. I don't remember the question. It was a very simple question. I look around, and like no one's answering this lady's question, and I'm like kind of feeling bad for her because I did public speaking back in high school. So I was like, all right, let me answer this lady's question because no one else is.
Yeah.
So I answered it. I don't remember what the question was. And she was like really impressed. She was like, can I talk to you before you leave? And I was like, sure. So she pulled me aside and then
She said, can I get your number?
and then she kind of talked me into like really applying for the job because she was the one hiring. So I applied and then became an orientation leader. Went through a whole process. And then that's kind of where shit started changing up because when you're an orientation leader, you meet literally every single freshman.
Dog, yeah, I feel you, bro. I was an RA my senior year.
So you meet like so as a
all walks of life,
bro. You meet everyone, and at that same time, that summer going in, me and my boys that I met through freshman year.
So you told your boys, all right, she's a baddie, she's a baddie.
Bro, you have no idea, literally, bro, literally, like
and all the IGs,
bro. And I lucked out too. You like. Ask any one of the orientation leaders that I was with, bro. I got like in my group, I got like the littest groups, like fun groups. Like it was good. It was a good time. And so at the same time, I had all my boys. We bought a house on Oakland. Like we rented out a house on Oakland because we were all gonna start a fraternity. So we had this big ass house, and we were all a bunch of degenerates, bro. Honestly, we were all there to party. Like we got the house, destroy and party.
Yes, as any respectable young man would.
Literally. So after orientation was over, I was a sophomore now, and all these kids were freshmen, and they hit me up when it was time to party. So we were throwing like the craziest parties, like literally like 600-700 people in these houses, bro. We had a triple decker. We were filling up every floor and the basement. People outside, but bro, it was getting crazy. We did it for a whole year in that one house. And the only person I knew ever that was a DJ was RJ. And we were the only house at that time that really had a DJ DJing the parties.
Yeah.
It's like, so we had good music and like it was a different vibe than other house parties. So I always loved music. I always had a passion for like.
Yo,
parties.
dude, you're like
you know?
like an alternate version of like my college experience, bro.
Really?
Deadass, bro. It's like it's very very similar, man.
Bro, I love like it was such a great. I'll never forget my sophomore year of college. It was the craziest time of my life. So RJ was a DJ, and I knew a lot of people. I was getting a lot of people to these parties. Like they were like heads were coming to these parties, and we were all having a great time. And so I would get on the mic and I'd like talk shit and fucking, jump up and down. And I really wanted to learn how to DJ. And at the time, my fraternity, I also joined a fraternity during that time too. So I had pretty much 2 houses to party at. So I was partying like 24/7. So it wasn't good. But
how are them grades?
Oh, so that's another story. So my grades were always good. I'm good with school, but I did drop out of school. I did drop out of college, but a totally different reason. I think I would have dropped out either way.
Word.
It just different mindset. That wasn't for me. Like,
dude,
I'd rather do it than learn about it. Right now,
you did your job. You built the network. That
you tried.
That's what it's for.
We're still doing it. We're still working really hard. So RJ started DJing with my boy Nick, and they called themselves the Good Guys. Our boy Boomer came up with the name. Our best friend Boomer, he lived in the house with us. And they were doing their thing, and then they kind of like separated. Like it wasn't anything bad. Like they're still best friends. They just stopped DJing together. So I was like, yo, like I really want to learn how to DJ. Let's like do something. Like let's brand it. Let's make it official. We'll buy the equipment. We'll get it like set up, make it official. And we couldn't find a name. We couldn't think of a name. Then we were like, I really like the Good Guys. Like, I like that name.
Dude, it's
called Nick up, and he was like, he's like, use that name, boys. Like, do it. So that's pretty much where it started. And then so we reached out to a bunch of different people. And Sir Matty V, shout out to him. He gave us our first DJ gig at Hanley's in Providence.
Yes, dude.
Him and Joe Val.
Rip.
Yeah, bro.
All right, yo, just like Harambe, man. R.I.P.
R.I.P. And so that was our first like time DJing. It wasn't the best by any means. I was like really new at DJing. I like was looking at the buttons like, okay, I kind of know what this does. I know what this does. I know I want to play that song, and then I want to play that song.
Don't forget that crossfader.
Finessing it, you know what I mean? And RJ knew what he was doing, so he's kind of like teaching me on the way because it happened very quick. Because they knew that we knew a lot of people. We can get a lot of people to the clubs. So that was pretty much how it is.
Yeah, man.
Which is, it makes me kind of feel bad though, because I know DJs who DJ for years and they're really, really good, and they don't get gigs. So
the game's changed, bro. You gotta be a DJ, a promoter, a booking agent.
Bro,
you know.
Yeah, you just gotta get asses in the building. That's pretty much what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, but obviously, we know a lot more. Like I'm way better at DJing.
Song selection, man. That's fucking 95% of it.
Reading the crowd, bro. Just knowing the crowd you're with and like having fun with them. Like it's no fun if you're just DJing and like, but if you're having as much fun as
interacting
the people here and you're projecting that energy out to the room and you're talking to them on the mic and you're like, I jump down, I start dancing in the dance floor. I'd be going to the bar, begging the bartender and the owner, can I get a bottle of champagne just to spray, please, please?
Yeah.
Please,
hell yeah, dude.
Please, bang. And then they'll be like, yes. And they'll give it to you. And then you're like doing the champagne and like, it creates a vibe.
Yeah. That shit's really not for you. You know?
Yeah.
Like you're not, I don't like it when like DJs, like, you know, when it's a DJ at like a venue type shit,
Mm-hmm.
like not like you're going to see that DJ, you know, will just stick to like their like routine, like won't read the crowd. Like you,
I know DJs that have done that.
Like, do you be freestyling and shit? Like
we go 100%. Freestyle it. We don't have a preset. We do what the bigger shows, like when we do like when we're on the floor and stuff, like we kind of have it's not really a preset thing. We have a list of songs, like we have about 75 songs that we put because we know the time we're going to be DJing and we know the songs that we're going to want to play because we know who we're opening up for. So like, for example, like when we opened up for Little John, we knew certain songs, like obviously you can't play any Little John songs.
Yeah, you're not playing.
But you also don't want to play the songs that you may think that he's going to DJ. Like he DJs like the EDM big rap mixes and like, you know what I mean? So you kind of have to
you can't like overhype before the headliner.
You can't come in that hot and then like, so you got to kind of ease it out, which I enjoy that part the most, honestly. I love like trying to figure out, okay, what can we do now?
Yeah.
Because it's fun. It's just,
because it's you know, there's some songs like you know are gonna go off no matter what, and it's a cheat code and shit, and 100%. You're like, all right, I really have to like, I guess play by the rules at this point.
100%. Yeah, no, that's pretty much how it is. But so then that's pretty much how we got into the DJing aspect. And then there was one night we went to Whiskey's because we used to go to Whiskey's. I only went like 2 times before that. And then we were like, me, RJ, and like our group of friends, we went and got blacked out, fucked up drunk, like plaster, like barely.
Yeah, that's everyone's first time at Whiskey, pretty much.
Barely remember the night, bro. And RJ has his DEA card. It's like a little card, like it's like, I don't know. I don't even have a card that looks like it. It's just a regular card. And it's his uncle, I think, is a cop or detective.
Yeah. Where's this going?
Yeah. So in New York, you get those cards. And so
let's say allegedly.
So we like were fucked up. And I don't know why we were doing this, but they had like a little student city stand set up over there. And they were doing like spring break trips. So me and RJ go up to the security guard, like fucked up. We're like, RJ's like, listen, we're with the DEA. You need to like step aside, please. We're looking for illegal cocaine transactions just to get on the stage. And the guy was like, all right, yeah, you guys can come up. I'm like, is this a shot? So bro, we get up there and we're like chilling, like on the stage, like talking. And then I meet Vinny. You know Vinny Vibe?
Yeah, I know of him.
So I meet Vinny up there and I'm like talking to Vinny. I get his number and stuff. I'm like, bro, like we can help you get a lot of people in here, blah, blah, blah. So then that turned into a lifetime friendship. And he now owns this college with us. And it kind of just flowed from there. He put us on every Thursday night DJing. So that's where our residency started. And that's pretty much where it started. Yeah. Like,
bro, I forgot how much nicer DJs are than rappers, man. Dead ass, bro.
Rappers love DJs because they're always like, yo, can you put my song on? Can you play my song?
If it's good.
Yeah, if it's good, they'll play it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So yeah, you were adjusting to like conversating with drunk people begging for requests was definitely a factor that got in there. But already beforehand, you had a lot of experience just talking with drunk babblers. So like you knew.
Already knew it. The dragon breath in the air, like right here.
Oh yeah, it's like I got you.
Yeah, like you know how it is, like, but
yeah.
I miss it so much now.
Yeah.
I really do.
Definitely, but like what I was saying, like what you reminded me of in terms of like the difference between like DJs and rappers, because I'm both. Like I like started DJing it, like then like got into like releasing music. Is like I feel like there's a lot less ego with DJs, and it's like DJs are more hip to like sharing information and not like
I can see that, but
keeping shit under, you know, statistically, like regardless of whatever profession you're in, like people are gonna be like an asshole. But just from my experience is like at least like it's been like easier for me to like collab with the DJ, like get some like information. I feel like there's a lot less ego in the DJ community than in like the rapper community.
I can definitely see that. I don't know much about the rap community, but I can definitely tell you in the DJ community, people are really willing to help you out. And like I know when we first started, like DJ Screw Loose, Ayo Romero, Geode, many more, Vinny. They reached out and they were like, you guys need help with anything, you let us know. We had this one night, shout out to DJ Crisis. We had this one night, we were at Victor Spoils. This is college event, we were DJing it.
Rip.
We forgot our fucking USB cord. And it was like 2 minutes before the door opened. The owner's like in our face, like screaming at us.
That's a common thing, man.
Oh, fuck. And this dude, Crisis, he pulled up in like 10 minutes, gave us the cord. Bro, and it's like stuff like that was like, yo, he saved the night. He really saved the night. So it's like there's like I would say a little sense of a family. Like you help each other out. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it is in the rap community. I feel like it might be a little bit like that.
No, it is. It is. I just feel like because I got my homies like that. Like, you know, I made a album with one of my best friends. Like my bro Scribe, my bros in Hate Street. Like I got a lot of homies. I've had more falling outs. Like I deadass haven't had a falling out with the DJ. Like I've been a DJ like longer than like I've been rapping for.
Yeah.
And shit. But
yeah, that's dope. DJs be lit.
Yeah, man. Like you just remind me something. Like I haven't told this story on the podcast, but like I went to Rick. I wrestled, but I got kicked off the team my junior year, and then that night, like that year, it was 2015 or 20. Yeah, it was 2015. I got my first DJ controller in January of that year. And like beforehand, I was just doing mad research, just watching YouTube tutorials on how to DJ and shit. And so I got kicked off the wrestling team. Then that night, my homies who like were alum from the wrestling team, like they were like, yo, pull up to Salon. Well, not Salon. They sent the address, and they were like, yo, it just said a light up sign that says bar and shit. And
I know
so like,
exactly what it is.
yeah.
Yeah, they have like the basement. You go down right
Mm-hmm.
in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the DJ put on My Love by Justin Timberlake, and I was like, yo, I need that, I need to do this. Like I was like, yo, Sam, you really got to go hard with this DJ and shit.
That's dope.
And so like I pushed and I pushed, and yeah, man, that was that, dog.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Like one time I DJ'd, like I'm down to go like tit for tat with like some DJ stories, because like I'm sure like we got tons of them.
Plenty.
But I did this show. It was called Summer Palooza. Like my bro Spaka like put it together. It was at the Met. There was like 20 artists, bro. It was gonna be my first time like performing as Sam Comfort, because I was
Really?
Soko the DJ beforehand.
So those are your stickers too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought, all right, not to cut you off, because we always had the sticker game. I always seen your sticker game.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people have sticker game, and it's such a. And I always that's how I remember you from. I remember seeing your stickers everywhere.
Yeah, I knew you guys
Ice
from
cream.
yeah.
It's mad funny.
That was my
Yeah.
my album cover. Like I had like made my like my cartoon like version of my album cover. It's like,
It's dope. It's dope as fuck.
I appreciate it, man. That was shout out Astro Art. She cartoonized my album cover.
Really fire. Might have to hit her up, honestly.
Yo, dude,
That's what I can get done.
I'll send you her info. She's like really cool with it. Like
Yeah.
very like comic booky anime type of
dope.
stuff.
That's dope. I didn't know, because we were walking and we saw the DJ. So we were like, did they steal Sam Comfort's like logo and then just put DJ? So like,
Yo,
we
so
talked
yeah,
about
that was my old @name, because I was like, I just can't be Soko the DJ. Like I just don't want to be. It sounded like very childish. It sounded very gimmicky, very corny.
Yeah.
And I was like, Sam Comfort was taken. So like my first album, High Standards, Low Self-Esteem, it's some emo shit. And I was like, I'm Sam Needs Comfort, because my name's Sam, and
I like it.
I need comfort. Yeah, because like I just didn't want to box myself in, or like have it be like Sam Comfort music or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like right now I'm just being a fucking nerd. Like I'm just like playing video games. Like I have music in the vault. Like I'm just like, so I'm fucking insecure, dog.
Really?
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man.
I feel like, I don't know. I remember, because like we never met, but I remember the sticker game, and we've talked on Instagram and stuff a few times. But I get like, that's why I was so excited to come on the Boom Boom Show. I watched your Boom Boom Show. Like I watch all the time. Every time I see post on, I watch.
I appreciate it. Man.
But bro, you got something really good going for you, bro. You have a great personality, dog. Like on some real shit. So just keep going, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, bro. It's just
Definitely
like it's a strength and a weakness I have. Like whatever like emotion like I'm feeling, I will enact on it, and I'm not afraid to tell people like when I'm feeling down and shit.
That's
like,
good. That's good. That's
like,
that's half the battle right there.
Yeah.
People hold it in and hide it, which prolongs it. You
Oh,
have
bro.
the ability to bring it out there, which is great.
Doggy. I ain't sponsored, but y'all check out BetterHelp if y'all need somebody to talk to.
BetterHelp?
Yeah, dude, some online therapy.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, it's crazy. I've been thinking about seeing a therapist lately.
Not
Not that I'm like depressed or anything, but I think it's good to talk to someone who understands the brain. Understands a little bit of the brain and stuff. I think everyone should do it. What's the wrong with it? I don't
just
think
let shit out.
Yeah,
For real, it's tough to
definitely.
hold in. Yeah, dude, it's just like all of this just like got me so down, because like I was every week like be Sunday to Wednesday like work, maybe go to an event or a sesh like after, and then Thursday through Saturday like play/work. It'd be show, studio, film a video, do a photo shoot, and it just like shit should just stop. That weekend when the mayor of Prague like shut down all night, like that night literally me and Piff were supposed to do a show
I wanted to cry. We had mezzo
Dude,
that same night. We had mezzo, and we do about 1,000 people. Not 1,000. We do like 800, but and then we turn away probably about 200-300 people a night. So that was like and we just got back from Cancun, so we were partying in Cancun. Life was normal. We came back.
yeah, y'all were up.
I was like that first few weeks, I was depressed. Honestly, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Scary stuff.
Dude, it honestly, like, for me, like it just like really kicked in like last week. That I was like, oh, dude, you feel this way because like you haven't been able to perform, like you haven't been able to be in Larry's studio.
Yeah.
Like I have my mic and stuff. Like I found my phone and shit, so I can record some new stuff. But like I haven't recorded. I recorded like one song this whole quarantine.
Really?
Dead ass. Yeah, bro. Like I'll bring this shit up a lot, bro. Like, dog, I was tripping, and I was like, dude, you just need to do something better with your music in terms of like having like not all my shit, but I'm like, I need like a deeper message because dead ass my music like my last album, it was just like, no, not my EP, but like all my other shit before then was just like partying and like fuck anyone who's like talking shit behind my back. But I'm just like, that's just very selfish of me to just make music about that. So
you're trying to put more heart into it, more like.
Yeah, I'm just like that's easy. It's easy. It's easy to make a song about, you know, how I don't know, just like being the man, bro. I'm just like, anyone can view themselves as being like the coolest motherfucker out there. You know, it's very 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 egotistical and like blinding. So like, yeah. So I'm just on some shit like to make some stuff that's more motivational, because like it was either like that or like the heartbreak stuff. Like my heart's not broken anymore.
Yeah, so you can't really jump into that, right?
Yeah, I'm like I ain't. Yeah, bro. I just be overthinking. I think way too much.
I overthink like crazy too. Me and my friends talk about it all the time. We're like, yo, do we overthink too much? I'm like, I think we do.
Well, if you underthought, you wouldn't really.
Underthinking's not good either.
really be like aware of your mistakes. But 100%. Man, yo, what was like the first time like when you were DJing, when you were just like that moment when you just look up and like you're just like, fuck yeah,
like, wow,
dude.
This is dope.
Because you started DJing in the bars. Like I started in the house parties.
Yeah, well, yeah, bars. I started in the bars. RJ started house parties. He started when he lived in he's from Long Island. He started doing like when he was in high school, he DJed like house parties in Long Island. And then he
Oh yeah, dude.
he was getting
they'd be fist pumping.
Yeah, he was like, they were going. And he still has videos on his phone from that. And but for me, I think it was I would say maybe. Well, I definitely got that feeling being at like Whiskey's and DJing, because Thursdays was like all PC, and we got to know the PC class like crazy. The seniors, they even hired us. We were the DJs.
Yeah, so there was a trust.
So yeah,
already between you and the audience. Hell yeah.
So yeah, so then I kind of got that feeling. But when we did like the back to school party, the big back to school party with like 1,000 people, that was the most. Actually, Project Mayhem. That was it. It was Project Mayhem. It was sponsored by Four Loko. And that's when I
definitely saw. When were you when was your freshman year in college?
My freshman year was 2015. I graduated high school, so that going in.
Okay. Yeah, I was a junior.
Really?
This year, yeah. Wow. I graduated in 2017 from
really high school or
no, for college, bro.
Oh wow!
I look like I'm in high school.
You look young.
But I'm halfway to 30, bro. This shit's weird.
Wow, 25?
Yeah, dog.
Hey, wow. Dude, I would never guess that.
What, dude? Dude, if I shave and didn't have tattoos, I could be cast in some sort of Disney film.
Yeah, ass, bro. Really could.
I'm trying to get that shit.
Really could, bro. Honestly, I would never guess 25.
Yeah, bro. Shout out my jeans.
Facts.
Yeah, recently. So like Sam Comfort, that's my real last name. And my sister is on Ancestry.
That's your last name? Comfort's your last name?
Yeah.
That's dope. Wow.
Hey.
That is really dope. I like that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, bro, why the fuck am I so cool with a DJ?
Yeah, no, you have to be Sam Needs Comfort.
Yeah, I was like, bro, my shit's dope. All my whole life, so we've been told Comfort is an Irish last name. I thought it was a quarter Irish and like the rest Russian and some other shit. My sister did Ancestry.com. Turns out we're just Russian and British, dog. My family's been here since like 1630, son. Like
for years, you're just thinking you were something else and you weren't.
Yeah, I was. Yes, yeah, bro. So
I'm bad funny.
Yeah, dude, I peeped your area code. I'm from Mass as
Where
well.
Mass?
Was born in Framingham. I went to high school there too.
Nice. I'm from Wareham. I live in like Onset. Like that's where my parents live. My mom lives now.
Oh, like you're by the you're a beach boy.
Yeah, I live like right near the beach. Like,
yeah,
right
dude. My dad's got a spot in Mashpee. He's
really?
Yeah, in one of the trailers.
Yeah, I used to live in Sandwich, so I know Mashpee pretty well.
Ah, my grandma lives in Sandwich, guys.
Really?
My
wow.
fucking grandma lives in Sandwich.
That's where my grandma lived. That's where I have the connection.
Yeah.
She used to live there.
Yo, I want to show you this guy and want to know if you'd be down to party with him. I'm
down. I'll party with anyone.
Dude, I'm sure you would party with this guy, bro. This guy's fucking lit. His name's Roof Cat. I love Roof Cat.
Yeah, when you come partying with Roof Cat, you better be ready because this guy's down, that guy's down, that girl's down. This is the only dog still awake.
Dude, we gotta hit him up.
Dude, Roof Cat is the fucking man. Dude, only 1,000 followers on TikTok. This man needs so much more recognition. I showed him on the last show. Where the fuck did that one go? I'll find it in a second. But dude, Roof Cat is so fucking cool, bro.
Gotta get him to come out to Providence once we get throw parties.
Bro, dude, this TikTok shit is fucking wild.
Wild, bro.
It is. I'm literally at a loss for words. It's way bigger than. It's a mafia shit.
It's bigger than anything. I think all the stuff that goes on in the government is bigger than anything we can even touch or even understand. Because once it goes through the media, the way I think of it is something happens and then it triples down and then the media gets it. And then they put their own twist on it.
Inflate it, yeah.
Yeah, inflate it, fake it, fucking, and then we find out the very minimal. So I don't think realistically any of us know what the fuck's really going on. I think we're just here doing what we got to do.
Yeah.
I really think that's how it is. And that's why I don't get really too caught up because it's like at the end of the day, me getting frustrated about something here in Providence in my fucking room is not going to do a damn thing.
Amen.
It's not going to touch anything there. It's way out of our hands. Way out of our hands.
I just, yeah, dude. I think what's going on with me, like I moved back in with my pops because, like I was commuting like 100 miles a day going to work, and like it's because like the fucking weekends and shit I was like zooming, so like we renovated the basement and shit. I got like a little studio down here and stuff, like also like be zooming down. And I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say, bro. I got off topic, man. I've been hitting the vape too much. But dude, I'm saying this man we got in the White House, I think with all this alien shit that's coming out, I feel like if he really knew there was alien shit, I think he would have said something.
Bro, he's
such a blabbermouth.
He's very not a politician. If you really think of it, the grand scheme of things, he became somewhat of one because he had to. But I think he's the type as well to. Dude, this is what's going on. This is what he'll do. He'll be like, this is what's going on. Blah blah blah.
He'd be like, yes, He's like, yeah, there's. He'd be like, yeah, there's aliens out, and it's Joe Biden.
Yeah. He'd be like, man, woman, camera, TV. You ever see that video? That is my favorite video of Trump, bro. He like tries to talk about the cognitive test, and he's like, I took it. He's like, man, camera, woman, TV.
Yeah.
They ask you to repeat it. And everyone's like, okay, it's not fucking hard, bro. It's like so funny. It's like, it makes me laugh. It really
dude,
does.
it's just like I don't know. It's so good and it's so bad because if we had a president who was very presidential, it wouldn't be as funny.
It wouldn't, and our generation wouldn't even know as much as we do. I don't think. And I think an ideal world, I think this would be great if there was an ability to do this. Barack, he wasn't the best president in my opinion, but he has a very good way of talking to the people.
Yeah.
Let's put him there. He could be the front face of it. Trump, you handle all the trade, the business aspect of it. They don't do that. They don't work together. If everyone kind of worked together and like knew their roles and what they were good at, it would work. But it's so political. Like Trump would never do that because he would want to be the.
It's high. Because it's so high school. Because
high school.
And on top of the fact that the founding fathers predicted that there should be a revolution every 50 years, like our country's founded off conflict.
Yep, it
really and there's always going to be constant conflict. It's really like fucking 5-6 countries in one. Yeah. Like we got it step by step, man, and our generation has to realize that the changes that we are fighting for is not for us. It's for future generations.
It's for our kids and our grandkids.
Yeah, just like what our grandparents did, you know, at the protests and stuff, you know, fighting for what's right. And it's just another one of my theories of what's going on is these crazy like over political correctness stuff is not even coming from Americans. I don't think it's coming from Americans. I think it's some Russian or Chinese like counterintelligence agency that is like hired to just get people like furious, and it just developed into, you know, contributing to the cancel culture, because the cancel culture was already a thing. Like political correctness was already a thing, but just like the way like ridiculous like over correctness is not. That's what I think is going on, bro, because the only thing that's going to unite us is a foreign threat, bro.
100%. That's what it is. Like when something happens to America, it's like, okay, fuck, we got to stick together. We got to fuck these people up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that I think you're right on that. It just, I think we're in very, like, these times that we're in are very different. They're very strange. Bro, we're in some strange.
It's a modern day dark ages. It's an ideological dark ages. Like we have math and science, and there's people out there like trying to I saw this thing. I wish I could pull it up, but there's this person pushing this idea that math and science is racist because they're saying math and science was created by European white people, even though it was created by Arab people in like Mesopotamia, modern day Iraq. And so like Matt, yeah, it's just like shit like that is like people not wanting to believe math and science.
Mm-hmm. I think another thing too is people are just too sensitive. I think like, I mean, I fear to what, like, I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know if it's going to offend anyone. Like, it's a joke though. I'm afraid to make jokes now.
It's just, you know, people like me, like I just started comedy right when like this shit happened. Like I did an open mic and ate absolute dog ass.
You did an open mic? That's good. That takes a lot of courage, bro.
I've done 6.
Wow, good for you.
I've done 6, so I am an open micer.
Wow.
I guess, but it's just like comedians, podcasters, artists, like we are the bearers of free speech in terms of what we say to make people feel comfortable with saying, like, you know, comedians like and songwriters, they influence people.
100%.
Make some people think, oh, like this is okay to say. And with that being said, it's a big responsibility.
Yeah.
Like
my bad.
Yeah, no, I would say freedom of speech means you are free to say what you want, but doesn't mean you won't have like consequences for like some things that you say.
100%.
Yeah.
And like I think with being funny and like having a funny joke, you have to connect with the person who finds it funny in some sense. Like they have to feel that in a way. Like they've had to have like experienced what you're joking about in a way to find it even a little bit more funny. You know what I mean? So it's getting difficult. Like these times are crazy. People are losing their careers over one joke. A comedian tells million jokes through their lifetime, through their career. They write down jokes all day. They're writing jokes in their notes in their phones. They write a million jokes, and then one bad joke can ruin their whole career and their life and their livelihood.
They try to.
They really like it's insane to me. It makes me it's sad. It's like, yo, you dead ass. One bad joke.
They're overinflating shit. Like this Nick Cannon shit. They blew that shit completely out of proportion.
Bro.
Like
he got fired from MTV, right? He's not no longer stupid.
Yeah, dude, I'm Jewish and I watched that and I was like, what? I didn't say anything bad about the Jews.
Like, I watched it and I might be just dumb, but I had no clue what the fuck he was even talking about. I didn't really understand it, so I was just like, okay, like I'm not offended. I don't know if anyone, I don't know who's offended by this. I'm not Jewish, but
dog,
I don't know. But
like a lot of what like voice actors being like, oh man, we should give this to someone with the whatever.
Yeah,
it's a lot of stuff like non-white people trying to tell, not non-white people, white people trying to tell non-white people how they feel, how to feel, and like on shit. And I'm just like, bro, just fucking chill, man. It's just, I mean, it's just like, it's hard for people like you and I because we're from a generation where we're with everyone. Like our people like, you know, went through the civil rights movement and stuff and like
everything. And I'm half black and I'm half white. So it's like I see both sides to it. I've seen racism on one side of my family, like not my family's racist. I'm saying like my family who's black. I've seen racist things happen to them. I've had racist things happen to me just because of my last name in my hometown. And by police officers, by other people in the town. And it comes to a point where it's like, you know, there's no possible way to change everyone. It just will never happen. And it just, I don't think it will right now. It's going to take years and years and years and years and years and years past our time because people are just really stuck in their ways. It's like you got people still that won't wear masks in grocery stores. They refuse to. Like, I don't care if they wear masks, quite frankly. But if I go to a grocery store, I'm going to wear a mask. Why not?
Yeah, because it's not for you.
Yeah. You think I want the responsibility of killing someone's grandmother or grandfather? Absolutely not. I don't want to kill someone's grandmother. I'll put the mask on. I don't care. I'll wear it.
I like you used to be able to smoke in the grocery store. Like I wonder,
right?
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. Like once they outlawed that, like how long people were smoking in the grocery store and shit. It's gonna take a few years for America to get used to it because every other country where like we are one country. Everyone's action affects someone else, and we're a very individual mindset country.
Very diverse, and people stick to their groups usually, and yeah, no, definitely.
That's what it is. But man, I want to get off that topic, man. It's tough. Yeah, bro. I have to talk about this shit every fucking episode. It would be irresponsible if I
agree. I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, you got to bring it up. It's a real thing happening right now that's really prominent and people are really talking about it, and it has to be talked about. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Dude, one thing that's wild, like cause you were already like dropped out before this shit happened. Like if I was in school while this shit was going on, I would have dropped out, bro. I'd have been like, fuck this.
Yeah, I would too, because people paying the same price in tuition to go to online school.
Yeah.
You want me to pay you guys the same to not even go to the building, stay home and do this on Zoom?
Mm-hmm. I haven't talked to any of my friends that are going back to school yet, but like they're gonna be holding business as usual, right?
What, like schools? Like
yeah,
most schools I think are. Yeah, most schools are gonna be going back.
I know PC kids are moved back in already.
Yeah, did you see the photo of the high school in Georgia?
No, I'm gonna pull that up. I heard about it.
It's fully packed. Like the hallways, like jam packed.
And
If
like
they're
no,
really trying to like social distance, which I don't think is possible in a high school or a middle school or an elementary school, kids are gonna be kids and they're gonna go talk to their friends. Like it's not like 6 feet. Stay away that way. Can't come. Like it's never gonna work.
is it this one where this freaking one kid is wearing a mask?
It's like one girl, right? I think maybe.
Is it this one?
That's one of them. That's not the one I saw, but it's very similar to that photo. But that's pretty much what I'm talking about.
What's ridiculous is how they started school already in Georgia. It's fucking
That's what I'm saying.
early
That's
August.
I'm like,
I'm not outraged by by the non-social distancing. I'm outraged that these kids are in school right
yeah, they got robbed for a summer and then they're back in school like for the other half of it. It's crazy. I was thinking the same thing when I saw it. I was like, these kids are in school right now.
Dude, that's fucking ridiculous. Dude, one thing I noticed when I think it was like it was my senior year of college when I was really like, oh shit, like I can really be like self-sufficient and like, you know, get my own money and not have to rely on someone else to get to this shit. But it's wild how they train American students to get money from someone else, to work for someone else, like to be like another cog in the system.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I wonder like how many, one out of how many people are like an actual like working entrepreneur or whatever.
Yeah, not a lot. A lot of people lie. When you go on Instagram, entrepreneur in their bio. It's okay. What do you?
What do you do besides post pics with a motivational quote?
Yeah, 100%. They'll post a Gary Vee post, and they'll be like, I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I'm like, what is the product? And like the average millionaire, just millionaire, has 5 different like revenues of income.
Yeah.
And like when you realize how like not much money $1 million is, it's like it's scary, dude.
Scary, like really scary. That's what I'm trying to do right now, is because I always knew this, but when the event industry, like everything took a hit with coronavirus, it really stepped my game up, saying, okay, I need more revenues of income because events are going to be cutting it for a while. And like, you have to be ready in this world because we don't know what's coming up. I mean, this is just the beginning of like a different world. We don't know what's going to come up. So that's why, like, I'm glad you mentioned like the multiple sources of income, because that's what my focus is right now. Like, I'm in the process of starting a media company, helping restaurants and local businesses with their promotions and their graphics and just digital networking.
Yeah, really increasing the value of the product. Sure.
And like, so that's why I'm trying to get into different sources of income, because you know, one can get cut off like that. Like the event industry got cut off like that, and now you're gonna have to rely on the other sources of income. And just like TikTok, there's people on TikTok that have 1 million followers on TikTok, and then they have 10,000 followers on Instagram, and then they have like 4 followers on YouTube. And it's like, if you're gonna have that many on there, you gotta really branch out. And
because people are like, all right, this is fine. Just like
that can go away. Just
that's
like
what happened to the Viners and stuff. You gotta like, if anyone who's trying to be a social media or any sort of like media, you gotta have your shit in everything. I need to check out this app. This man was on Joe Rogan. I heard about it. It's called Minds. It's like it's just a different like social media app with like a lot less restrictions.
Really?
Yeah, it's like MI or MY and NES. I'll look it up right now, actually, because it's like, all right, everything's like getting kind of shut down. Do you use TikTok?
I kind of do sometimes. Not like I haven't really made any like good TikToks, honestly. I posted a few, but nothing crazy. I haven't really jumped on the TikTok wave as much as we probably should have. Mm-hmm. But we're definitely gonna start doing what we were gonna do with TikTok on Reels now. Because you know Instagram started Reels. You see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that the other day. I was like, oh, Instagram just made TikTok.
Yeah, pretty much they made
it's gonna pop off. It's gonna pop off. You already know, because I remember when IG stories came out and everyone was like, IG stories, we already have Snapchat. Yeah. But then fucking Kendall Jenner canceled Snapchat.
Yeah, and the problem, it's these influencers and like everything involved. Like humans, we're so influenced. Everything we do is influence.
Yeah,
Like
by
I bought
each
this,
other.
like this mic I have right here. I bought this because I was influenced to get it. I was like the Shure SM7B, the best mic everyone uses. I'm gonna use it.
I got the blue snowball
Oh,
because
I have
I was influenced to get it because it was dude, like I was just like watching. Yeah, bro, dude,
that's fun. Yeah.
yeah, I was watching like Bert Kreischer was on Hot Ones, and like he had it was the virtual one. He had the blue snowball. I was like, man, fuck it. I was like, dude, Larry's gonna like mix my shit like to any artist out there. If you have some dope ass engineer or you're a dope ass engineer, like the mic, like the mic really only does it's the mic and the voice that only does so much, and the background noise.
100%. No, yeah, it only does so much. It's true. That's really true. But yeah, we're all influenced, like by everything we do. I feel everything we do is just influenced.
Yeah, whether it influences you positive, negatively, or if you like, I will do that or I will not do that, or like, yeah, that shit's pretty cool.
100%.
Yeah, man.
The reels are definitely, I think, going to take off because the TikTok. It's the new TikTok of Instagram. It's like you said, stories. So we'll see. So I'm gonna, instead of doing TikToks, I think we're gonna kind of lean towards reels, and then we're gonna post gaming stuff on the TikTok because we're gonna start the Twitch.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna kind of try to like swap them over. So
yeah, gaming clips on TikTok I definitely do like pretty decently.
I do good, yeah.
Dude, my TikTok, bro, my TikTok is ridiculous. Just what comes up on my feed.
Oh,
it is ridiculous.
I'll be on it for hours like this, like 4:30 in the morning, like walking.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I doing? I gotta get up in like 4 hours, like.
Bro, what's been like sad or disappointing to me about like this whole TikTok shit is like seeing like people my age just like shit on it just because they're like not a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like crazy. It's like MySpace and Facebook.
That's what dude. That's what it is with every social media. It's the kids take it first.
Yep.
And like the adults are like, man, what is this? And then, boom.
Remember, parents totally ruined Facebook.
Yes.
They all started getting Facebook.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, yeah, and then they ruined Instagram.
Yep.
Dude, I love seeing an old person's IG and it's just like 5 different selfies from the same day with no caption.
Facts. No, 100%. That's literally how it is. I'll be seeing my aunt on Facebook. I didn't even know she had a Facebook, and that's or Instagram. And that's
dude, bro, my pops, like he'll tell me the same story all the time. He's like, bro, I had to block this one person because they were going on and on about how they're an anti-masker, da 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 da. I was like, word. I'm like, and then after the 8th time, I'm like, Dad, you told me the story already, man.
That's bad funny.
Yeah, bro. But man, what would you say to like anyone like that was like in your position? I'd say like right like before like you were dropping out. Like before you dropped out of school, like when you're like really confused and like didn't know what to do. Cause I remember like when I was like 19, 20, thinking I'm like, dang, in 2020, I'm gonna be 25.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how am I gonna pay these loans?
Yeah, no, so I started getting really depressed. I would say depressed while in college because I knew I was like, I wanted to like have my mom and my grandmother and my dad be proud because they really wanted me to go to college, especially my grandmother. College.
Are you like first gen to go to college?
Yeah, in my family, yeah. So it was big for me to go to college, and I always wanted to, and I'm glad I did because it gets you out of the house, it gets you socializing, it gets you to meet new people and meet all different walks of life and people from different places. So I'm not knocking college in the total sense, but for me, it got to the point I started getting very depressed because like I was an international business major and I was taking these classes. And I remember one marketing class I had, which I love marketing and I couldn't wait to take it. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And bro, the professor would give out the pretest, like the like practice test.
Yeah.
And it was the same exact test as the actual test. And you got to use the pretest.
And you were like, I'm not
as a note for the test. So I wasn't learning anything at all in that class. And I was like, wow, this is a marketing class.
What a
really
shit bag.
So then I started thinking about it, and then I started taking other classes. And I was like, you know what, this shit ain't it for me. Like, I know society says, like, go to college, get a degree, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm learning about this shit. I'm sitting here seeing it. I was like, yo, I can go fucking do it. And I'm going to go do it. And then the worst case scenario for me is like, okay, if I try and I fail, I can go back to school, maybe learn about some things, take a class in something that I want to learn more about, and then kind of adjust that way. But I don't want a degree. I could care less if I have a degree. You know, like, I could care less. Like, we hired interns for This Is College. I never asked anyone if they had a degree. I could care less. I'm like, what did you do? What have you done? Can you show me stuff that you've done? Like, what do you want to do? Like, what motivates you? What interests you? What makes you happy? That's the key. And I think the key for someone, like you said, like, who is trying to make the decision, like, fuck, do I like drop out? Like, you can't really think about your parents. You can't really think about your mom, your grandmother, whoever. And you can't really think about how they're going to feel. You got to really think about yourself and like how your future is going to be and like what you truly want to do with your heart and soul. And don't think about money. Think about like, okay, I love this. I'm going to do this and I'm going to put everything into it. And then money might come and money may flow. But as long as I'm happy, that's what it is. So I think happiness will come with money. You got to just keep going at it and just keep figuring it out.
Hell yeah, bro. That's the key.
And then I wouldn't let other people influence your decision on whether or not you should drop out or you should stay in college or any decision you make. Just think about it and put your heart into it. I think it's the key.
Fuck yeah, bro. I wish I had the air horns right now. Yeah, no, I feel that, bro. I was a phys ed major at first.
Really?
Bro, I was dead as a jock, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I got to college and I was like, wait, I'm a fucking nerd, bro. What the fuck?
That's bad.
Bro, I was getting tossed, bro.
Really?
Getting tossed, bro. Dude, my first match, I broke my arm.
Really?
Yes, bro.
See, I wish I never did sports. I never broke a bone. Thank
Yo,
God.
keep it that way. Bro, I'm not broken, but I sprained my ankle on stage before. I ain't gonna show it today because I gotta pull it up. But yeah, bro, I was crowd surfing and like the kids like threw me back and like I landed like on the stage and I was wearing low top Vans and just like my ankle just was like boom. And I just limped back to stage. That.
But it's a good story though.
It is a good story.
Tripping on a puddle or some shit. I've heard some crazy
the kids caught me and then I just got thrown back.
It's a good story to have.
Yeah, it has been nice to just like I was texting Spaka the other day and he was like, yeah, it's been kind of cool not doing shows and just like being able to like sit back and relax and like I just realized like I've always known I've had ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like realized I'm like, oh shit, bro, like you have like really bad anxiety, bro. like not being able to just like run around and just like focus on like, you know, getting the crowd hype and shit. Like, yeah, it's just like I've just had like time just like sit back and just like chill and
I get very bad anxiety too. Yeah. Especially before shows, I get like extreme. I'm the most nervous one backstage. I ask anyone, I'm always the one like I'm like running around because there's so much things you got to do because when you're putting on the event and then you're DJing the event, it's like oh my god, everything gotta work. And then like I'm like getting like you probably know the feeling. You're like a knot is in your stomach, and you're like fuck, like this cannot get fucked up. Like can't fuck this up. But I think that's what drives us.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what drives
me. Yeah, that's how you get that fucking rush, dude.
Yeah, like once that gut's like gone, you're like, oh shit. It's like let's fucking go. Like it's like
do you watch the Rogan with Post Malone?
No, I didn't. I don't know. I haven't seen that one.
Well it's like what we do and shit, like that shit's magic, bro. Like to like have like people together like all at once, like moving at the same time, like singing all the same shit, like that's the closest like we can get to magic.
You tell a group of people to jump, everybody jumps. Fuck.
Yes.
Everybody's
Yeah.
getting lit.
If you like big titties, say hell yeah.
Hell yeah! Like, no, for real, bro. It's such an adrenaline rush. It really is.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to do.
Yeah, it's just like we couldn't have predicted, like, not only just like getting it taken away from us, but it being this long.
This long. That's what's really getting to me. And I think it's gonna be longer. I think I'm predicting and I'm thinking that it will probably be 2022 that we start getting really back into the groove of things. Like,
Shit.
I really think so, because I don't know. I don't think it's gonna just snap back. I hope it does. My thing is, I don't think people are gonna get that vaccine, and I don't blame them, honestly, because like with all these like shit going on in the government, and like there's a lot of conspiracies out there that could possibly be true. I mean, look at like the Epstein shit, bro. It's like mind blowing stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's like, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's
the
like,
world's run by pedophiles and lizard people. Yeah.
bro, it's like, yeah. So like people really like people are gonna. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm gonna prepare for 2022. Just
Yeah.
in case.
I will say, like, if anyone like having fears about the vaccine, my bro who's an EMT, like, and he's training to be a physician or someone like a doctor, and I was like, bro, do you think there's gonna be a fucking microchip in this vaccine? And he was like, yo, if there's a microchip, it's in here. Like, they're already tracking
Oh,
us.
yeah. It
But
really is. Yeah,
it makes you think. It really makes you think, because
absolutely.
like this man Billy Goat, bro. He's fucking wild. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. It's you ain't no scientist. He's
Oh,
not.
yeah. That's the thing. It's like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping things get back to things very, very soon, because I have all this built up energy and I don't know what to do. We used to go to Whiskey Wednesday, Shrine on, so it would be Tuesday at Shrine, Wednesday at Whiskey's, Thursday at Mezzo, and then Friday, Saturday we'd go to like maybe the Grand or somewhere else, wherever there was an event. And that was not even our shows. That was between our shows. So we were constantly going out.
Dang,
And then
you've caught up on a lot of sleep, though. Do you feel well rested?
I don't really sleep.
Yeah?
No, I don't really sleep, bro. I'm like, when I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm not. I'm always up on my phone doing something or thinking of something. Like,
You drink
I don't
coffee?
sleep.
You a caffeine guy?
No, I don't really drink coffee. No, I don't know.
Or you be fucking with tequila though, right?
Love
I
Patron.
be yeah.
I drink Patron. Patron straight up on the rocks.
Oh,
Nothing
okay.
else out. Maybe a little lime or lemon here and there squeezed in, but just ice cold Patron on the rocks. Beautiful drink. Beautiful drink to drink. No hangover. Great drunk. Just a good time for me, at least.
I be so like me and my girl, we be fucking throwing back tequila when it's that like, yeah, it's like either like I'm not drinking or I'm drinking, and sometimes we'll just have like too much sugar with it, because we'll be making margaritas.
You put margarita, yeah. See, that's my thing. I don't like sugar. I don't drink beer really either. I used to drink a lot of beer in college. So I get kegs and fuck it. But
yeah, it's cheap.
I don't like the sugar stuff, because I don't like a hangover. I'm telling you, when I get sick or like a hangover, I'm like the biggest bitch in the world. Like, I'm in my bed for the day, like ordering food, saying like tipping the guy extra to fucking open the door and put it in. Like I'm a baby. Like, I hate it. I really am. That's why I stick to my straight up tequila on the rocks. I get no hangover.
Word. Yeah, dude, I fucking love tequila, cause I can't drink beer, bro. I'm gluten free.
Oh,
like,
so yeah, you can't drink beer.
Dude, my senior year of college, I was like, fuck, dude, I gotta be gluten free.
Wow.
Like I told the story last podcast, but I used to shit myself a lot, bro.
Is that why you went gluten free?
That's why I went gluten free. I'm like, dog, why do I
go gluten free? You don't want to be.
I was like, why do I keep shitting myself? What the fuck is going on?
Crazy.
and then I changed my diet, and that's what it was. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, dude. Freshman moving day, my senior year, I went to the store, and on the ride back, I hit a fucking speed bump, and I sharted. Dog.
No way.
Yes,
what
son.
did you do?
I fucking, dude. Thankfully, I was back on campus, but I had to like park in the lot and then fucking limp back to my room.
God.
And
You
like,
said your leg was fucked up or something?
yeah, and like Mad Kid's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, what's up?
Doing great.
I'm full of shit. I'm literally full of shit right now.
That's fucking hilarious.
So
How'd you
yeah,
find out it was gluten? You went to the doctor or something, or you just figured it out?
nah, my mom, she like was like, yeah, I'm gluten free. I've been having all this shit, and like literally for like 7 years, I was just like, I guess sometimes I shit blood, and
Ah, so
you
so she
know,
knew. So she got you hip.
yeah. So then, yeah, bro, I was like, I'm gonna try this out because I don't really like shitting blood, fam.
Nah,
That's
I
what,
wouldn't either.
dude. And what sucks is like how like these fucking weak ass, like stereotypical, like liberal cucks had to ruin a diet, had to ruin diets, bro, had to ruin veganism, had to
Yeah.
ruin being gluten free. I'm not vegan, but sometimes I'll just like take meat like out of my diet, and I do feel a lot better. Like
Yeah.
the way Mike Tyson explained it is like, you kill an animal, and like all the fear toxins and like shit, like they absorb that, and
That makes sense.
and you absorb it as well. And dead ass, bro, when I don't be eating meat, I have like less anxiety, but like
Really?
I have less anxiety, but I also have less energy. I don't know.
Really?
I feel like I have like less energy.
I went vegetarian. I tried. Me and my boys were like, all right, let's go. We're gonna try 2 weeks. I laughed. I was my first one to fail. I failed the first day because we went to the mall, and I got a Chinese sample of chicken, and I took it and I ate it, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I fucking lost. I was like, it was like
Yeah.
an hour, and I lost. So that was the closest I got.
I'm just like, I have taste buds. Might as well like let them enjoy themselves. And it really wasn't until like recently I was like, oh, like I don't really have to eat like for flavor. Like I would like just like eating to
Get nutrition.
to be healthy. Cause like, dude, one time I think like hallucinogens really made me like realize that like I was like eating like Popeye's chicken a lot and shit. Like this before I was like gluten free, and then like I did mushrooms, and that was a bad time.
Really?
I'll feel all the grease in me, like
Really?
when I
Wow.
when I and I was like the first time I did acid, like I thought to myself, I'm like, I just felt like all like the animal grease inside of me, and I was like, wow, this is why the hippies live this way. I'm like,
Yeah.
I fucking get it, you weirdos.
Wow, that's crazy. I've had some fun with some stuff, and I've never had that feeling before. I don't know. But maybe if I ever do it again, I'll think about it.
Dog, I'm just fucking sensitive, man. I'm sensitive physically, I'm sensitive emotionally, and I'm sensitive spiritually, dog.
That's bad funny.
Yeah.
That's bad funny.
But yeah, man, I don't want to hold you any longer. I'm sure you got some scheming to do.
Thanks for having me on here, bro. I've been dying to come on. I've been seeing you do your thing, bro. And something I got coming up is we're launching our Good Guys podcast again. That's why we got all these new Shure mics, all this equipment coming up. So we would love to have you come on.
We'll talk that shit. And I want to have another one like in person when I feel comfortable and shit.
100%, bro. Yeah, I'm with it, bro. Just let me know. I'm down. We can get some Patron. We can take some shots.
Yeah, without doubt. This is like the most sober podcast I've had in a while. Last podcast I did, I had I got some Chinese food, and I got the to-go cocktail. I had a big old Capri Sun Mai Tai. Yeah, dude, I looked like a fucking goofball.
That's bad funny. No, that's the way to do it, man. I drink my Patron. I get the bottle. I'm at the point now. I have the little bottle I get, and I have like these metal straws, and I just stick the straw in the bottle, and I drink the bottle. So that's my pregame. I put it right in the bottle, and it's a great night after that.
Dude, yeah, tequila just like it makes you feel so loose and free.
It's like woo! It's like you're ready.
Yeah, I'm like, let's.
And when you have you're drinking a full cup of Patron, no one wants a sip of your drink. So it's great.
Yeah.
I don't want to share drinks. I'm like, come on.
Te-
Especially now, I'm not doing
Tequila gets a bad rep, man.
it. It does. People are like, oh, no, no, no. I'm like, oh, that's fine, man.
I'm like, yeah, because you're not supposed, alcohol varies for everyone, my friend.
For everyone.
Dude,
That's
you
true.
ever get wine drunk?
I have. I don't really. There's only one or two wines I like. I like Apothic red wine, and there's another Apothic wine that I like. I can't remember the name, but it has like a little caramel twist to it. And those are the only two wines I really drink, and I have gotten wine drunk. And it's a different drunk. It's a very fuzzy drunk for me. I'm very like, ooh.
Because like you're high and drunk. Like you get high from wine.
It makes sense. That's a good way to describe it because I can definitely get that. Like I get like fuzzy. I don't know how to explain. I'm like very fuzzy.
Dude, I'd be like this when I'm on the wine. I'm like, "Ew, yes, how are you?"
That's funny. Yeah, that's how it be.
It's the glass. I'm just like,
Yeah, it's like, I'm fancy now.
yo,
I'm gonna steak.
bro, what do you think you were in a past life, man? I said I'm gonna let you go, but I'm like, yo, now I got some just random questions. What do you think
Yeah,
you was in a past life?
I got nothing to do, honestly. I'm chilling. But I don't know. Maybe an elephant. Honestly, I love an elephant.
An
I think
elephant?
they're very. I don't know. They don't forget anything. I don't forget anything. I'm
You got a
very
good memory.
I don't forget shit. Maybe an elephant. Maybe I don't know. And then maybe an elephant mixed with something that's just because I think I'm kind of crazy. To be honest with you, I'm like kind of like when I go out and stuff, and like people go out like, oh, let's go out for some drinks. I'm like, all right, like, and I go out and I'm like, I get a lot of energy from it. I get very excited about it, and I'm very like like. So I don't know something.
And a Wolverine,
Maybe a
badger.
Wolverine. Maybe a badger, something crazy.
Badger gives no
Hyena. I
fucks,
don't know.
dude. Hyena, yeah, a fucking hyena. Dude, hyenas be and bears, dude. They'll eat animals from the asshole first.
No way.
Yeah, and
Wow.
and the females have a pseudo penis.
I did not know that about hyenas.
Their clits are so big that I'm gonna pull up a pic.
Let's see. I'm curious.
Their clits are so big that it looks like a dick.
No way.
Yeah, dude. I listen to this podcast called History Hyenas, and they're two fucking hilarious comedians, and they don't really talk about history or hyenas, but they're called the History Hyenas. Yeah, man. I'm about to show you this.
Let's see it.
Yeah, that's the true matriarchy right there. This is a female hyena.
Oh my god. No way.
Yeah, man. Female hyena. They got a pseudo penis.
Wow. That's fucking crazy.
They give birth out that.
No way.
Yeah. Look at that.
Wow, I can see the little thing. Wow. I did not know that.
Yo, yeah.
Shit. They got dicks.
Chicks with dicks, man.
Big chicks with dicks.
Very progressive animal.
Wow.
The hyena. Eat you from the asshole first. And the chicks got a pseudo penis.
Wow.
Yo, what about like a huge like what do you think your ancestors was way back? Like Middle Ages type shit. 1500s.
Like what kind of people they were?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I don't
What their
know.
profession might have been.
I want to do that ancestry.com thing because I don't know exactly what I am. I know I'm half Cape Verdean because my dad's Cape Verdean, and
That's why you're in Providence.
parents, parents. Yeah, there's a lot of Cape Verdeans out here.
I didn't know that Cape Verde was a thing until I came to Providence.
Yeah, whenever I'm not like in Massachusetts or around there area, and I'm in like California or something, and someone's like, "Oh, like what are you?" I'm like, they'll be like, "You're Spanish." They'll talk Spanish. I'm like, "You're not Spanish." And I'm like, "I'm Cape Verdean and Italian," and they're like, "Oh, Cape Verde is that like?" Because I'll tell them like I'm from Cape Cod, and they'll be like, "Oh, because like Cape Cod," and I'm like, "No." I'm like little island off Africa, and like, yeah, but I don't know. To like think back to like what my family would be like, I don't know. Probably a bunch of gangsters running around doing stupid shit.
Yeah. What kind of Italian?
What they were doing.
What
I
kind
don't
of
know.
Italian? Is your family like Sicilian or just like?
Not Sicilian. I
some
know
shit?
that. I can't think of the name. It's like I can't even think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, my grandfather is Italian, and then my grandmother, on my Italian side family, she was adopted, so she doesn't even fully know what she is still, but she knows she's Swedish, and I think something else. So Swedish and something. So I'm like a mix of fucking everything. So I don't even know.
Yeah, mangy mutt.
literally a mutt.
Dog, I think in one of my relatives in a past life, or me in a past life, was a court jester.
Really? Is that what they came back on the thing when they did the
No, no way. No way. That would be lit.
That'd be lit.
That would be so dope. No, like no one was really in like entertainment on my family side. Everyone's just been working. My great grandfather was a chemist for the army.
Really?
Like, and my nana was a psychologist. I think that's where my anxiety derives from. I'm just too Jewish, bro. Oh,
really?
Yes.
I have a good amount of Jewish friends. I'm like a good amount.
Dude, I'm just learning. I've been learning about my stereotypes, bro. And I'm like, wow, this shit is inherent.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that ancestry thing. I gotta just jump on it and do it. I'm gonna do it because I want to know so bad. It's something so cruel. Like I think everyone should know. Like I want to know.
As much as you can, bro. Because no one's American. Like
no one is. I never met one American in my whole life. I never
maybe
met
a native
one American. Huh?
Bro, maybe a native. Dog,
maybe
I learned recently because it's like, all right, America. Like America is very racist. America is a racist country, bro.
100%.
Like, dude, I learned recently Hitler was inspired by America and how we took out the Native Americans.
Really?
Like,
that would make sense.
Yeah, he was like, oh, genocide's possible.
Yeah, like, they did it.
Like
they got away with it.
Yeah. Dude, they're discovering, like, I'm gonna try and pull this up, but like they're discovering many different like subhuman species, like the Denisovians or something, are really? Like
I haven't heard
Denisovian people. Oh yeah, they were like well, I mean, I guess they don't have any good pictures here, but like this is like, I'm like, there's no way that regular humans just didn't freaking like dude, genocide is like way too fucking common. I don't know how I went down this rabbit hole, but they were like the midget people, if I'm even allowed to say that. Yeah, man.
See, that's one of those things. I don't know if you can say midget or not. It's like
it depends what fucking context. They were tiny people.
Yeah, the little guys, little people.
Yeah, bro. I'm just like,
I hate that stuff. It's like you never know what to say. It's like fuck, am I in trouble for saying this?
Bro, like she's gonna get mad at me for this, but like I got mad at her when this happened. Like the other day, my girl, she was like, your tattoo. I don't even know if you can see it, but she was like, you can't really see it. She was like, your tattoo is cultural appropriation.
What is it?
It's a lady and a knife, but she's like, she looks Native American. Like she was fucking with me. Like she wasn't being serious. I was like, I'm like,
there's
really?
people out there that would say that and they would mean it.
I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Exactly.
What are you gonna do? It ain't hurting no one. It's just, you know, we gotta keep on pushing, keep on loving. There's too much like negativity out here, and I've definitely been affected by it for sure, my friend.
I think everybody has. I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that. But we gotta fight through that shit. We out here.
Hell yeah. No, literally, like, on your side, it's just, like, it looks just like business as usual, bro. Like, not gonna – I'm saying it looks. Like how you said. You're like, yo, Sam, you look pretty happy. I'm like, I'm the saddest man you've ever fucking met.
Oh, man. Sam, we'll make you happy again. As soon as we can, we got to turn up and we got to party together.
I would love that. I would love that a lot. And, yo, I'm sure I'll be in Prava at some point. And I can just smoke in my car and just like say hello. Yeah. I'm actually about to tomorrow. I'm about to have like a fucking studio sesh for the first time in a minute, and I'm about to interview my boy Brassel. We were interns for Groove Boston when we were.
Okay, I've heard of Groove. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, like we both DJ together. Like he like DJ'd a few of my shows and stuff. But like the last one we ever did was for Plymouth State, and like the show was free, and it was in their courtyard, and like there was the whole like courtyard like
full of people.
Shit, dude, there was over 3,000 people there, and shit. It was
Love that.
It was wild. What's the
vibe? When there's that many people, bro, it's just like a vibe. You don't even get scared. You don't even get as nervous because you look out and it's like, woo, it's like fuck it.
What's the biggest crowd you've ever performed for?
I think 1,500, maybe 1,500. But yeah, DJ wise 1,500. I've spoke because I used to be a public speaker for my school. Biggest crowd I've ever spoken in front of was 5,000, and I was so nervous.
Well, yeah, what was you telling them?
It was about at the time in high school, my friend had passed away from muscular dystrophy.
Oh my gosh, you at a funeral?
No, not a funeral. There'd be one popular kid though if that's a funeral. But so we set up a fundraiser and we raised like I think like $3,000 towards this thing, and it was for DECA, and it was at like a national competition, and we had to go up and speak, and I was one of the people that had to speak, and I was like, oh God, I'm like this nervous. So I was like, you know what, I'll do it, because I did public speaking on a different thing for like the school. So what the thing was though, the lights were so bright in my eyes that I could not see.
You can't see. Yeah, that's so weird.
Reading my thing that I had written out, and I was like, wow. I was looking up. I couldn't see anyone. I was talking, and it was great because I couldn't see anyone.
Yeah, you just be blacking out and just like getting like robot mode. Like that's how like you're supposed to be. Because if you're as a performer, if you're just thinking about the performance, like it won't really happen.
When I went skydiving, I blacked out.
Literally blacked out.
I actually like not drunk. So we went skydiving. We were in California, and we decided to eat edibles before going skydiving.
Yeah.
So, bro, we were like fucking like I was like tweaking, and then our flight got pushed back like an hour. So now I'm like really high, bro. I'm like sitting in this little fucking Del Taco waiting for the flight instructor to call us to come back, and where I'm like eating tacos and like I'm like overthinking everything. I'm like, yo, like these tacos are nasty. Like I'm gonna shit my pants in the air, bro. I'm saying, I'm like, yo, I don't think I should do this. And I'm like getting mad nervous. And then we were like, so then they called us, we went, and I was like, fuck it, let's go. So we went, and I was the first one to jump out of the plane. And that first initial push off the plane, like going down like this, completely don't remember it. Like, do not remember that. Don't remember the flip. I remember like waking up to like this and like going like that, and like the dude, because I had the camera guy to film me doing it. So I remember like looking up and I see him with the camera, and I'm like, woo. And then when we landed, my boy Antonio was like, yo, I blacked out. I'm like, yo, me too, bro. I was like, I don't remember the jump. And he's like, dude, I don't either.
So you weren't scared once you jumped?
No, because my instructor and the camera guy were so cool. They were fucking with me the whole time. They're like, right before we jumped, they're like, why is this thing like that? Like, it's not supposed to be like that.
That's not cool.
Like, they were like,
that's not cool.
But I enjoyed it.
That's not cool.
Yeah, I was like, what? And then like I realized they were fucking around, which made me feel better because I knew they were comfortable, and they were like, because if you're fucking around like that, you're really comfortable. So I was like, this is gonna be cool. And it was the greatest experience.
Would you do it again?
100,000%, yes. I want to do it solo. I want to do it by myself this time.
How many jumps do you need to do it solo?
In California, I was so shocked to find this out. I could technically go solo right now after one jump. I'm 90% sure.
Woo!
After one jump. I don't think I would do it. I need like maybe 2 or 3 more. But I think after 2 or 3, I would do it.
There's too many there'd be too many safety precautions. And I think they need to make this place a little less stupid proof. That's what the fuck's going on, bro. Everyone drinking this dirty ass fluoride water. Too many people drinking it.
Facts. No, 100%.
Man, yeah, my bro just went skydiving recently, and he said it was great.
Would you ever go?
See, I'm in a weird spot with skydiving because my like childhood friend Jeff Leal, who he passed away a couple years ago. Like, we like promised that we would like go skydiving together. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. Like, I know I'm gonna do it. Like the last time I hit him up, he was like back out of like rehab and shit. And like I was like, yo, bro, I'm still with the shits. to go skydiving. So it's like yeah, I'm here, Jeff's not.
Yeah, I could
I
see
gotta
that. I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
yeah. So it's just like,
I know that we're getting a squad together. We've been trying. We got like 10 people down to go skydiving.
How much is it? Like 300, 500?
So when I was in California, I think I paid extra because it cost me probably like 300 but that was because I hired the camera guy. But if you didn't hire the camera guy and you could just do the GoPro, it's probably like 100, 120, 150 around that area. So it's not crazy expensive.
I feel like that's too cheap.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. That's why I remember when we first went, I was like, wait a minute. I'm like,
how much is it? Like, I'm like, how much is it to maintain this airplane, bro? Like,
the airplane, I was sketchy getting into that too. And so, like, I'm like a heavier set dude. So, like, I was like, fuck, like.
You're not trying to strap up with the guy who's my size, bro.
So, like, the guy I had was a tall dude. He was a big dude. He's mad cool. And so I was like, all right. So, like, I'm strapping up. And the dude's talking. And he's like, yo, like, you guys will be flying in probably about 100, 120 miles an hour. He said, Arnie will be coming in at about $1.60. I'm like, yo, is that allowed? I'm like, are we allowed to do that? And he's like, yeah, you should be fine. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what? And he's like, you'll be good. I was
my gosh.
And then I was the first one to jump off the plane too. So I was like, it is what it is. I was like, I was never sitting there. I was thinking, well, I can't back out now because I got the whole plane behind me ready to jump. So then, and the thing is, you know what's crazy? They didn't explain to me they don't explain to you what you do before you jump. At least the one we went to. So like, I knew what I had to do literally a second before I went in, like before I jumped. So like they opened the door and I'm like, oh shit. And the dude's like, all right, put your head against my shoulder. I'm like, okay. He's like, now when I lean you over it, like your feet are going to hang out. You want to put your feet under the plane and then we're going to count to 3. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, okay, you got to say this again. And then he just fucking drags me over. I'm like, oh shit. And I like put my head back and he's like 1, 2, and then jumps. And I was just like, and then blacked out.
Whoa.
Yeah, bro. It was a crazy experience. Crazy. And I was high as fuck.
Yeah. On top of it. Dude, I'm like, out of all the ways to go, like I wouldn't want to go, like in terms of dying.
Yeah.
Skydiving for fun.
No. Yeah. No. And
it's like I'm not a paratrooper. It's not like I'm like it's some D-Day shit.
Probably
it's like yo, like oh my gosh, yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm afraid of heights. Like I just got to do it. Are you like y'all trying to go skydiving this year?
Yeah, that's the plan. My biggest thing is I don't want to go on Rhode Island. No. I don't want to. We went California.
No, I wouldn't want to go on
Rhode Island. But I don't want to go to Rhode Island. I don't trust Rhode Island for some reason. I don't know. I can't
blame you, bro.
I don't trust it.
How many people? Because it's like that.
To say, but I'm like, I'd rather not do it in Rhode Island. Just personally, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't blame you. Because how many people are the Rhode Island skydiving instructor? How many times are people doing? The guy in California.
Bro, they jumped. That was his fifth. I was his 15th jump of the day, and the guy that strapped us up, he's jumped 15,000 times. And there was a kid there. He was 16 years old, and he holds a record for having the most jumps at the youngest age. And he's 16 years old. And he jumps by himself with his fucking sister, who's like 18. So it's like
he can't drive a car, but he can.
But you can jump out of a plane and fly. Or you fly around. Like, yeah. It's crazy.
Would you go scuba diving?
I would definitely go scuba diving. Actually, I think our next trip we're planning, because we have some friends in California, and so we always try to get a group chat going, and we try to come up with ideas of like crazy shit that we're gonna do. Last time it was skydiving. We did that for the 100,000 followers on Instagram, and then the next trip I think we're gonna go out there. I don't know when it's gonna be when COVID's over, but it was swimming with sharks, like feeding sharks in the shark tanks is one of them, and then scuba diving is one of them. And I can't remember that. And there's one thing I will not do that they want to do that they can. I'll videotape it. I'll vlog it.
Bungee jumping.
I'm not doing bungee. I don't fuck with that. That's like sketchy shit, bro. I'm a big dude, bro. I'm not relying on a wire.
Yeah. Yo, man. Yeah. I wouldn't do bungee jumping. I wouldn't do scuba diving because
scuba diving.
No scuba diving because I don't want to do anything where you have to bring your own air.
That's true.
I don't want to bring my own air.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go too low. I'd want to be able to go like low enough where like if shit hit the fan, like I could fucking pedal my ass, like
Are
swim
you
my ass
trying to
up.
feed sharks?
Huh? I'm definitely trying to feed the sharks. That's what I'm really trying to do. It's like you're in like a cage, and like you kind of fucking throw it out to them, and they're like right there, and they grab it. Like I'll definitely do that. Like I like shit like that.
Oh
But
my god.
bungee
Yeah.
jumping.
Yo, do you do you ride motorcycles?
No, I don't ride motorcycles. I used to when I was younger. My dad had bought us like a little, not a quad, but like a dirt bike. So I used to ride that around, but no, I don't. No.
Would you?
You?
Yeah.
Would I? Oh, yeah, I would do that. So that's one thing. So last time we were in California, we went to this. We drove 3 hours to the desert, like right near Palm Springs, to go to this fucking quad place and rent quads. And like we were gonna go quadding. We pictured it like, you know, you picture in the desert like a big desert, and you fucking riding the quads and shit. And you doing whatever. We pull up to this place, bro. The quads are like fucking this big. There's a little thing to go around. I'm like,
It's a tourist trap.
Bro, it's a tourist trap. So I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, this is all of us were like, fuck it. We ended up going to Palm Springs and getting fucked up at like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Because it was like we were wanted to go like I wanted to fucking go as fast as I could go.
Revving.
And hit some fucking sand dunes and shit. But
you would like an engine. Revving.
Fucking bro. I was trying to go and it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
It wasn't happening. But that shit I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man, freaking yeah, dog. I like cause I'm at the farm. Like that's one of the reasons I'm back here. Like dead ass like me and my pops like was like living in different apartments and shit. And then like once he was in like Iraq and Afghanistan, like my last like 3 years of college. And like so it's like we graduated like that Halloween, like we moved into this spot and shit. And I was just like, bro, like I'm done like living with fucking like mad dudes and shit, bro. Like there's like everyone I live with, like we're all homies and stuff, but like in terms of like business, like everyone just like went on like separate paths.
Yeah, it's
and shit.
Kind of goes their own way, which is good. It has to happen, you know.
Yeah.
Goes their own way, and yeah, I'll never like forget the times I lived. I lived for 3 years in a fraternity house, pretty much. The first house wasn't a fraternity, but technically it was all my friends from my college. And then the next two were the fraternity house that we lived in. And it's like there's always something to do at all times. There's always someone up at all times. And it's just a house full of dudes. And like it's fun. But it gets to a point where you kind of have to grow up. You have to,
you know? Nah, definitely. Like, but yeah, man, like I'm out here in nature. Shit's beautiful. Like I got my Harambe background, you know, just to commemorate our Lord and Savior watching over us every day. But yeah, I'm like we're renovating my basement right now into my little the clam cave. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Really?
Into the clam cave. So I was just like, man, like I'm just like the scene ain't gonna be popping for a grip.
Yep, it's true.
So that's that. It's just wacky. But dude, have you ever had a weapon pulled on you while DJing?
Not while DJing. Well, so one time we were DJing at my fraternity house. This is one instance. We were DJing at my fraternity house. It was a floor party. It wasn't anything crazy. It was like this girl's birthday we knew, and then these PC girls came that we never knew. And they requested
PC girls, they're nothing but trouble. My girlfriend went to PC. I trust him.
So this didn't happen to me. It happened to RJ though. So the girl requested a song. We're like, yeah, give us a minute because we got to get the BPMs right. We can't just throw in a song. You know? So we're doing that, and RJ looks over. She's like, yo, if you don't play my song, I'm gonna fucking mace you. She had mace in RJ's face. So we like cut the music. We were like, yo, get this bitch the fuck out of here, yo. Kick her out. So then she got kicked out. That's one time. Another time was we had a big, huge party at my fraternity house, and then these locals came. They got kicked out, and it turned into a big brawl. Like I'm telling you, a brawl. It was insane. And they came back.
Townies versus the frat boys. A story as old as time.
Bro, they came back, bro. They pulled up like 7 cars. They pulled out their guns. Like, yo, get in your house. Like, and that was like another close encounter. I saw the gun. I was like, wow. I was like, all right, this is real. I'm going back in the crib.
Yeah,
Going in
fuck
my
that,
room.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had someone like that happen to me, but it was we found out at the end it was a pellet gun.
Really?
Yeah, we was yeah, no, I was DJing a Halloween party like the year like that semester after I graduated.
Mhm.
And this dude, like earlier in the night, he lost his jacket. Not lost his jacket. He was like, yo, can I put my jacket here? I was like, you know that shit. It's like, yeah, you can, but I'm not responsible
Not
if anything
responsible.
happens.
Mhm.
And then he comes through. He's like, yo, I can't find my phone. Help me find my phone. I swear. Like,
Oh
this
my
man's
God.
going crazy. I'm like, I cut the music record. I'm like, yo, if y'all see a phone, bring it up. This is like a third floor fucking like over 200 people in this bitch. Like, it's like you're not getting, if you lost your phone, you're not getting that shit back. This is a room of thieves.
100%.
Yeah. And dude, so like he like pulls a gun out and just starts like waving it around. Like people are just like running, pushing. I was just like, ah. The homeowner calls the cops.
Oh God.
And one of my bros is trying to calm this guy down, and him trying to calm him down is just making him madder and madder. Like I'm hearing the cops coming from both sides, and in my head I'm like, I'm gonna see a man die. I'm gonna see a man die. I'm gonna see a fucking man die. And like they like come through, like, get your hands on your head, like everyone are all just like fuck. And they tackle him, and he's like,
scary shit.
He's like, what's this pellet gun for? And we were like, it was a fucking pellet gun. No, I'm like,
oh my God.
Yo, my bro, he was like, yo, Soko, like the party was still packed. He was like, yo, I'm gonna take him out, let's get him. I was just like, bro, we gotta play it cool right now, because like I just didn't want like someone to get hurt.
People, bro, and then people like them, they have friends and they call their friends, and the friends really have guns, and then they pull up, and it's a whole shit show. It's not even worth it.
Dude, it was wacky. It was wacky.
Good old parties.
Yeah, man. They will be back, and it's just like I'm not hating on it. There are people that aren't social distancing right now, like those mansion parties in LA and shit. I'm just like, I get it.
I don't know about that.
I'm like I said, I'm not hating. I'm not like, fuck. It's just like I'm just like, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. I'm not partaking it. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
But you understand it, yeah.
Promoting it. I'm just like, I fucking get it, dude.
Yep.
It's like we're seeing all these countries around the world like opening back up, and no one fucking, people took it serious for 2 weeks, and then
100%. Then the protests started happening and the riots.
Dude, the shit right now in like Portland and Seattle, which are all white cities that are already racist. So I'm just like, all right, did you kids just fucking do something like racist in your past, and that's why you're wilding the fuck out?
Yeah,
that's what I think is going on. Like,
because they're really bugging out there. They're still going. Still going. It's bad.
Yeah, all the people that are like anti-government and that want anarchy, I'm like, that's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. You get warlords.
Literally,
they're
opportunists. They come up with I don't know. I've seen it firsthand, because the reason why, I don't know if you saw like my lives and stuff, but I went to the Black Lives Matter protest. I went to the riots. I went to when I heard about there was people supposedly gonna raid the mall. Yeah, I went to everything because I have my camera. I have my camera. So
you're the media, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't there to like support any of it because I don't agree with any of it. I agree with obviously there's racism going on and stuff like that needs to be changed. I agree with that 100%. I've dealt with it firsthand. But I don't agree with like the looting the mall and stuff. But I went there and I captured it and I stayed there all night. And the reason why I did is I wanted to learn like what is this? Because we're seeing it on the news. We don't know anything. We don't know because we're not there.
Yeah.
So I went. I was like, I'm gonna stay all night. And I did. Me and my friends did. And it was the craziest shit in the world. The riot. Is the
vlog out?
Bro, no. So I have all this footage saved up. I have it all on my computer. We haven't really uploaded it or made anything out of it yet, but we're going to. but it's crazy as shit. Like I'm telling you, like they lit the police car on fire. They were throwing bricks at cops. Cops were throwing gas. The gas was getting thrown back at cops. People were smashing the windows.
Was a lot of white kids?
Huh?
Was a lot of white kids?
It was so that's the thing. So what I noticed was a lot of white kids. It was a lot of African Americans, Spanish. It was a big mix of people. But the big protagonists in it, the big people were the Antifa. They were there. They were there. They were there. So the way you know who they are, because like we were really analyzing, we wanted to see what was going on. It wasn't the Black Lives Matter protest movement.
That's what I heard.
Really started
people from out of
it was
state.
the people behind them, like the people that were there. There was groups there that were there because they knew they had the pull to say, all right, guys, they're telling us to leave at this time. We're not. We're gonna go and we're gonna fuck it. And there's some people who are like, all right, let's go. And there's people like me who are like, I'm gonna go film it and see what's going on. And then there's people who are really involved in it, and they're Antifa and they're real. They wear all black. They have these little red pouches. It's a real thing. I've seen it firsthand. They have bricks in there. They hide bricks in the city. We've watched them like pick up cones.
These motherfuckers, bro.
They have walkie-talkies, bro. We've seen like the heads of it. Bro, they have walkie-talkies. They wear bulletproof vests, and they're like talking on their walkie-talkies. Like, yeah, we got 4 cops walking southbound. Like they were talking like official shit, and they're like leading the people, and it was a real thing. This Antifa shit.
Wow, you're the first person I heard that really like seen and experienced
I couldn't
these
not
Antifa guys.
Could not go figure it out because, and I have it filmed. I have everything on film. And that's the reason why I went. I wanted to see it and I wanted to film it. And bro, it's real. The Antifa is real. I've seen them firsthand.
And they're, would you say they're a mischievous bunch?
They're there to start trouble. They're there to bring it from peaceful to non-peaceful very quick. They're set up. They're like, they got spray paint. And they're like, bro, they have it like in their pot. Like we've seen them. Like we watched them. We saw the group of them, and like they're very coordinated. They got walked. Like I said, they're there and they're there to cause trouble, and they're there to pretty much go against the police, fight the police in any way that they can, and block off the police. And that's really what they were doing. We were watching it firsthand. And I'll tell you one thing about the Providence police officers. During what I've seen was, for the most part, they were very. They weren't forcing violence at all. The police officers were just standing there, and they were letting people do what they want. Like they didn't really.
Yeah, you don't hear about this shit happening in Providence.
Yeah, the cops were pretty good, bro. Honestly, like they were getting bricks thrown at their fucking head. I watched it, and they weren't really going too crazy. There was a couple cops, obviously, but they, on the most part, they were very. Didn't say a word, didn't feed into it, and kind of did their jobs really professionally.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Like I got friends that are at the protests, and like they'll just be like take out their cameras and just fucking yelling obscenities at the cops, and I'm just seeing the cops just stand there at attention, just like, oh, I want to shoot some pepper spray.
Yeah, it's just so far both ways. You can't look at a group of cops like, fuck you, I hate you, you're a fucking pig.
It's just a job. It's just like this man's just doing his fucking job. Like it's like all right, you're protesting for free. This man's getting paid. Like he's at work.
He's getting paid. Yeah, and not all cops are bad. There are a lot of bad cops though, but not all of them. And
there's more bad citizens
more good than bad.
Bro, there's more bad citizens, American citizens, than there are bad police officers. But it's like, well, there are more.
There definitely is a big issue.
And there is. It's just an institution that, like, for all right, how long has American police officers been around? Let's say before 1776 type shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's there's the civil rights movement. You know, black people started to be able to vote in 1968. Well, like 50, a little over 50 years, racism's been over, bro. It's like there was just a lot of. So up until 1968, they stopped like profiling or whatever and having there's bounties on people. And it's like you still like don't think like, you know, some dude was a early deputy in the 70s was trained by some like crazy motherfucker that was doing his shit in the 50s. And like so on and so forth. So it takes generations for that reform to happen. And
Generations, bro.
it's gonna take another like the kids that are kids right now. It's like really like because racism is learned. It's really up to them.
And I think that with the police department per se, like specifically the police departments, I think that there is racist cops. I know there is racist cops, and that is a problem. But I think the bigger problem that no one's really talking about, it kind of jumps onto the same pile of Black Lives Matter and Black Lives. It's more of cops having power trips. They feel this.
Yeah, it's the people
the
versus
that they have.
Yeah,
it's not the case. It's like, yes, you're a police officer and law enforcer, and some law enforcers need to know more about the law before they, but it's really that sense of like, I'm in a uniform, I have a badge, I have a cop car with lights that I can pull you over, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And some abuse that power.
Yeah, it's a job that has too much power.
Too much power. It really is, because they feel invincible. Like, what do you see a cop flying down the road?
Is it me, or like when we were in school and shit, did it seem like that the biggest priority of like the Providence Police Department was to shut down college parties?
So when I was in college,
Operation Red Cup,
these two cops regularly like were working in the Oakland area, and I got to know them very well. They got to know me very well, because everybody they busted, they're like, why are you everywhere? Like, what? Like, who are you? So I got to talk to them and stuff, and they were really cool. They were like, we will never bust you guys. Like, honestly, like, they never busted us unless they got a call. The only time they busted us is if they got a call, because they had to legally show up. So they were kind of good from when I was in college and like partying.
Oh yeah. For the most part, I guess we were getting called.
Yeah,
because I was like, bro, why is it every fucking time I'm DJing? Yeah. Dude, no, literally, it was like 2 a.m. hit.
Yeah,
like that. It's like that was
someone calls maybe neighbor. Sucks. I don't understand why people would call and ruin parties. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm just like, dog, you like, this is the neighborhood.
Still there?
Yeah, I'm here. It froze
up. Kind of froze up on me. Yeah, it froze up. What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, well, it's just like, hey man, like, why are you living in this area?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is, but we'll be back to that shit soon enough. We've been talking for a grip. I gotta take a piss.
Max.
I'm not gonna front. Yeah, dude. They like, we can keep this shit going and going, because this is our first time talking. Not like,
bro. Yeah, bro.
Not through text. And
you got my number, yeah. So yeah, hit me up, bro. Anytime you wanna link up, bro. But yeah, keep up the show, bro. If you need any help with anything, or I'm always here to support and help you out any way I can, bro. I appreciate you having me on.
I appreciate it as well. It is good to know. I will call you a friend now.
Absolutely. Good friend. Absolutely. Call me, FaceTime me if you want.
I will. I'll hit you, man. I'll hit you. I'm gonna be in. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna be in Prov tomorrow for the first time in a grip.
Say less, bro. Hit me up.
I'm gonna have to say hello, bro. I appreciate this shit a lot,
Absolutely.
Man. Any final words to the people?
I just appreciate you having me on. I appreciate whoever watched this. If you watch the full thing, you got a very good attention span. I'll tell you that much.
Hell yeah.
But, thank you.
All right, Boom Boom Show. We out.